Ain't gonna do it.
Nah.
I think they just got to make it more hockey style, though, y'all. They got to
be
just
able to
let them
fight.
fight. Is what
I'm understanding. Girl,
they gotta make they gotta just or something. They gotta be able to brawl. Like you gotta let the girls fight in there. It'll get the views up.
Listen, the women's game is set up differently though. Like there's gonna be a lot of this. Like you got some dogs. Don't get me wrong. It's some dogs, people,
so you think
but
you think
everybody
it's
is
a
not
lot of
cut
cat
like that.
though?
Everybody's not gonna throw them.
I'm thinking the same thing.
That is true.
I'm thinking the same thing, y'all. I mean,
but it's got to be at least one on every team that's down.
For sure.
That's
For sure. You always have one, but then the other 12 people on the roster.
So somebody gonna get rushed.
We got our crashed out. We got to keep her cool.
Literally, bro.
Somebody gonna get jumped out there.
Somebody getting shit beat out of them. It's just the way it's going. That's just the way the cookie gonna crumble. But this is my thing, though. I don't think that they can allow the WNBA players to fight because y'all know women is petty and they hold grudges, bro. And that shit gonna turn into something that's just not even basketball.
You fought one season. Now 3 years later, Shorty is mad bringing it up at halftime during the interview. Like it's
fuck that shit. Somebody gonna just tackle somebody out of midair when they're going up for a layup or some shit. It's just gonna completely turn into some shit that's just not basketball.
It's gonna dismantle a whole bunch of stuff.
But it would be entertaining as fuck. I pay to see some shit like that. So I'm all for it.
What they could do though, is have certain refs try to like. They've been letting them play though.
Mm-hmm.
The refs have been letting people play, but at the same time, like it's a little bit. It's certain stuff like little cheap shots, little dirty shots that people get away with. But I didn't have refs who definitely it was a double standard. Like men's game, they was cussing, going off, whatever.
Word.
And we get a game, we tell somebody and one, and they're like, "That's not ladylike." Like it's.
I have seen that. I have definitely seen that.
Facts.
I have definitely seen that.
That is very.
Man,
that is very true.
The WNBA needs a little bit of changing for sure.
What if they shrunk the amount of teams?
Well, you got to think about injuries and health and everything else wise with that too. Same way you go with any other lineup. Like you need at least and practice.
I don't rock with the idea of shrinking the teams because like just the amount of teams type shit is what you saying?
Yeah, like make it like 7 teams in the whole league. So now it's like 7 super teams. Everybody is on.
Everybody can go type shit.
Yeah.
I'm understanding.
So you got one team might have Asia Wilson.
And Caitlin Clark on that
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
And a decent role. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be.
I get what you mean.
That's what All-Star is for, though. Because if they strengthen teams like that, that's going to change the pool, too. Like,
facts. And
with the amount of people that can go to the league.
I was about to say, it'd be a lot of cold women's hoopers that be getting left out just because it ain't enough roster spots right now as it is.
Because what was the one girl? Isn't Zia Cook? She not in the WNBA no more, I don't think, is she?
Nope. I don't think
or
so.
Zaya, my bad, I messed up the name.
Oh, no, you straight, but
Zaya.
Nope. Not in the league.
I was about to say it. She was cold.
Cold, bro. No reason she shouldn't be in the league. Like, but shit, if you don't come in and produce right away, it's damn near cooked. It's damn near quiet. Like they
just added a team.
That too, yeah. The Valkyries.
They just added the Valkyries.
Yep.
Valkyries.
Yep.
And they low-key did decent this year.
They did hella good. They did hella decent. I ain't gonna lie. So, I mean, it's a lot that could change with the WNBA for real. It really just needs to start with a change at the top and then just kind of move its way down and trickle its way down and see if something can change on that front. But what I really think that they need to do is just change the time of the year that the WNBA plays. Like, I feel like they just play at a bad time. But at the same time, it ain't really...
When you think they should go?
I mean, personally, I think they should go like January to like July. Like, I think
you also got to think about it from a logistical standpoint, though. The W's in the summertime, because a lot of those players also play overseas.
True.
And then sometimes, like, WNBA players, the ones that don't got as many, like, endorsements and name isn't out there as much, they got regular jobs, too. So they like, okay, I got the summertime to play the because WNBA players are not getting paid the same way NBA players are.
But that's why they got to go overseas and play overseas is because, one, but they get paid so little, one, because I feel like the league, I mean, the length of the season isn't long enough. The NBA play 82 games. The WNBA play half that, if that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, I just feel like if they had like the WNBA goes on from October to June. That's like 8 months, right? they don't necessarily need that same 8-month time frame, but they could pull a 6. You know what I'm saying? We could have this shit wrapped up and done in 6 months, and I feel like that would lengthen out the season. It would allow for some more players to get into the league because ultimately there will be more injuries from them playing more games. And shit, I just feel like it'll give people a chance to kind of get into it, because I think the reason that the WNBA ratings are down is because typically over the course of time, sports has always kind of died out in the summertime. Not necessarily to say that the sports playing in the summertime aren't lit, but NFL's done, NBA is done at that point. Those are the two main heavy hitters that a lot of people watch. MLB is still going on, but I mean, how many people are sitting down on their couch to turn on a baseball game? Hockey just started back. You know what I'm saying? But who's really sitting down on their couch to turn on a hockey game?
But that's a certain demographic of people, because the numbers of people that are both watching and going to WNBA games is going up, though.
For sure.
Like, because it's in the summer, people are off of work, kids are out of school, they can do more outreach stuff and all types of stuff.
For sure.
Like, I feel like them being in the summer where they have their own market is smart from a marketing standpoint, especially if you want to get coverage on news outlets and media without having to worry about going through an app with subscriptions and everything.
Yeah, she took the words right out of my mouth, honestly. I was just going to say, like, the summertime is a good window. If you put them, like, I like the ideas in, but if you put them in January to July, they got to run it. They got to compete with the tail end of college football and NFL for TV time and for viewership. You got the tail end, really the bulk, the best part of college basketball season for women's and men's.
Mm-hmm.
They got to compete with that for TV time.
Right.
Then you got the NBA. We ain't even talk about. It's the best time of the NBA, January to July.
Right.
So yeah, I just think it'd be tough.
And it's a transition too, though, because you got to think about it. WNBA players, people who get drafted, they usually get drafted at the end of the college season, which most of them, their team go to playoffs, whatever. So they come straight off of college, straight into the WNBA.
Sure.
It's just like
seamless
pipeline
transition
to keep
type of shit.
feeding.
Yeah.
Versus if it was like the men's side of it, now they got to go through. They come out, they got to go through like summer league, Drew league, whatever, summer workouts, practice with whoever before they get into the actual season or whatever. So I feel like if they did that, it would be kind of like a drop off versus just funneling it through. Because it ran the same way. When at least if you was in an elite program in high school, it ran the same way.
But this is my thing right now, though. This is why I think the time frame should change, though, because right now we're in the beginning of the NFL season. We are in. Technically, one could still say the beginning. It's only week 6. There's 17 weeks, so I mean, getting about to the halfway point, but still relatively in the beginning of the season. The WNBA was still going on in the beginning of the season. Right now, we're in the NBA preseason, but right now we're in the WNBA finals, and with it being the WNBA finals, look at the coverage that they have on the WNBA finals, gang, when it's just NBA preseason going on, and it's not even the middle of the football season yet. You know what I'm saying? So my thing with the WNBA being from January to June is, yes, you'll have all of those events in the WNBA season that'll take attention away, but they'll be taking attention away in the beginning, in the middle of the season. You know what I'm saying? The end of the season will still be all you. You dig? Like, when the WNBA finals come around, the only other sports on TV during June is typically the NBA finals for the first week, and then it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So if they fucked around,
but you got to think about it. It's not just the WNBA standpoint. You got to think about it. It's the networks too. Like, if the networks are choosing to prioritize, okay, this already established, we've been doing this for years, and they're not like, I don't really know, and they're not giving it an opportunity and a fair chance, then it's only so much you could do. Plus, we both know that realistically, if the W goes into the same length and they finals end up being around the same time as the NBA finals, yes, you have certain people that is going to be like, oh, I'm going to go watch the WNBA finals instead. But majority of people are probably going to go watch the NBA finals, and that's going to drop viewership.
That's another one of my points is if it's the same struggle both ways, because both ways it goes, you're having people's attention getting taken away because motherfuckers really aren't watching the WA finals right now. The WNBA finals are kind of not, I don't want to say dead, but like, it's not as many people tapped in as it should be, for real. Like, I could just sit here and call a spade on that shit. Because NBA preseason, Steph Curry in the preseason Zion Williamson in the preseason, LeBron James in the preseason is all getting more attention than a WNBA Finals game, gang. Like,
but look at the outside attention that's garnishing that attention that they're getting too. Like, so you had Bronny's birthday that just passed. LeBron coming out in an interview saying that he wasn't going to be waiting for Bryce. Zion Williamson just lost a whole bunch of weight, and Steph Curry's wife is talking about she wished she would have chose her career.
But that's what I'm saying.
All of those things factor into. But all of those things factor into the viewership and the watching for the NBA. However, on the WNBA side, women can't come forward and be like, oh, yeah, like, I wish I would have chose my career, or my husband did this, or look at me, I lost 20 pounds, because it's going to turn into a different conversation. It's not going to be taken serious on the same level.
Yes.
It's going to distract from the youth versus and like focus on individualized players rather than bringing attention
those
back.
Distractions are what you need in the beginning to boost that league into the limelight, that league into the viewership. Part of the reason that the NBA gets so much domination in the media is because of how dramatic this shit really be. You seen this nigga LeBron literally just did The Decision Part 2 to announce a Hennessy collab. Gang, you're playing. But all of that shit, him doing that commercial made motherfuckers buy the Lakers tickets so crazy that there's literally a guy trying to sue LeBron right now for buying 2 tickets to the last Lakers game because he announced The Decision Part 2, and bro thought it was going to be a retirement speech when it was really a Henny collab. But I feel like that drama, all of that drama will play it literally, like, in first off, exactly.
Gotcha.
Quite literally.
We gotcha.
Listen, on the flip side of that, though, like,
on
the flip side of that, though, like, yes, that's LeBron, but like, okay, you look at Asia Wilson's commercial with the way that she did it. She has so much like advancement and so much meaning behind that commercial. However, it wasn't a highlight for the W. It was a highlight for Asia Wilson and the Aces. It like totals out differently when you look at it on the women's side.
Yes, but even Asia Wilson as a whole, Asia Wilson is a great example of how dead the WNBA is. Asia Wilson is damn near, like, she's up there with the GOATs. Like, we're damn near watching the WNBA.
I think we know that. We know.
With Asia Wilson.
I think that's known, though. That's known.
But that's the thing. We are watching the greatest women's basketball player that we've ever seen. We have her in the league currently, and it's still hard to get people to tune into every game. That's why.
But you have to think about it. This is something that's just now kicking off, though. Like, the people didn't really start tuning in and like paying attention to women's basketball at WNBA
until Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
No, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm talking about across the board, not just the
in
WNBA.
general. Okay.
Like, it really started looking at the pipeline and the funneling and whatever else until really like 4 or 5 years ago. Like COVID, when people actually had to sit down and didn't have nothing else to do, and it was like watching back sports and whatever else, that changed the game. Because people started watching and they're like, women's basketball, while it's more fundamental, like, it's interesting. There's still runs that happen. There's still certain, like, they get lit, they get chippy over here. Like, they're starting to realize, okay, women's basketball isn't just like, blah, 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 we're running around and shoot. Like, it's not that. So when you saw the shift in that, that's what happened. Now, the shift in the WNBA happened a little bit before that, but the main momentum happened when you saw Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark coming in, which I got my own thoughts and opinions on that. However, like, that's when you saw a shift in the viewership and everything else in the WNBA. But even the way they went about it, it did it the same way they do with rap beef and everything else. You pit 2 people against each other and 2 sides against the whole collective to try to get viewership and whatever else. And it's like, okay, they wouldn't have did the same thing on the NBA side where they're like, oh, let's make some beef between Steph and LeBron, like, and
but they did whatever. Though. They did though.
But it's bigger than that though. Like, cause even they would have got respect in their own right on each side. However, on the WNBA side, one person got more respect and one person got deemed as the villain.
Yes, but I mean, they did the same. Yeah, we got to get into the intro. We got an intro.
Can we hold our thoughts and then double back to this?
Oh God,
let's get our intros in. Sorry, y'all. We've been potting. We've been talking about a lot of stuff off camera that led to this on camera discussion. But
hell yeah.
What's good, y'all? We back.
Man,
we are back. As you can see, we got a guest on here today. We'll introduce our last. We got a family affair on here.
You know what?
This is the What the Business Is podcast. the hottest podcast on earth, hottest podcast on this side of the equator, hottest podcast on this half of the Mississippi.
Yep.
We all around like gum on the ground.
You know it.
With your two favorite hosts, it's your boy Khan.
And it's your boy Zine, man.
And our special guest we have on here today. You got Zine, you want to do the honors? You want to do the honors?
I'll do the honors on this one, y'all. We got a very special guest in the building for this episode, y'all. We got my biggest bully in the building, my part-time babysitter in the building, the one who taught me the most probably I've learned from anyone in all my life in the building. So without any further ado, y'all, we got my big sister on the pod. We got Asha Ross, the one, the only.
Hey, y'all.
We appreciate you pulling up on us.
Sir.
We appreciate you pulling up on us.
Always.
It's long overdue.
I've been trying to get on here, y'all. He been trying to keep me off the pod. He didn't want y'all to know about me. He hide me in the basement.
Listen, y'all gonna see why I've been trying to keep her off here in about 5 minutes. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, real quick before we get into our questions, man. Real quick. This is episode 55.
Yep.
Episode 55.
Double nickel.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
You know it.
We also just reached 50 subscribers on YouTube.
Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to YouTube.
Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to the subscribers for sure. We on the way up. And yeah, let's get to this, man. Zine, what's pod? What's up?
Let's do it, man. Shit, yeah, Asha. We was talking about the Wnba. We was talking a whole lot about that, but I'm gonna kind of just put a pin in that because that's not really what I wanted this episode to turn into. It kind of just turned into that. But what I really wanted to get into, bro, is you have one of, if not the most unique basketball story I've ever probably heard, witnessed, any of that. You know, the whole 9 yards. Your shit is nothing short of interesting from start to finish. So, I just got a couple questions, bro. I just want you to really go through your journey. Really kind of just break it down for everybody and just kind of share your story, share the things that you kind of went through and some of the adversity that you had to fight through and conquer. Yeah, bro. I mean, that's really what we got you here for.
Okay, man.
I'm gonna start off by just asking you this. First off, what age did you start playing basketball and what made you start playing basketball? We'll just start there.
I played a couple games at the Y when I was a kid. I had like 5 or so, but I stopped hooping after that. And I did a whole bunch of other sports. I played
everything:
football, hockey, soccer, swimming, MMA. I did everything else but hooping.
Everything.
So I started playing basketball seriously the summer before my 9th grade year, and it was just something like I felt a pull. Like, we're a basketball family. Everybody hoops. My youngest brother is the anomaly. He's the football player, but we're a basketball family. So I was like, I'll give it a try. Like, this could be fun. And I was on this like little developmental like rec league team. Like, we wasn't even wearing matching jerseys type. Like, it was.
Shout out the Hornets.
Yeah. So, shout out the Hornets. I started playing summer before my 9th grade year, and it just kind of took off from there. What made me take it serious was I was playing and I was like, okay, this is fun. Like, at first I was like, okay, this is fun. I like doing this. I could do this.
Okay.
And I just had like my dad have my back and behind me. He was like, keep going. And he was like, if you want to do it, we're going to do it. Like, you let me know.
Thanks.
And then we're being as, my alma mater, I went to Duncanville. So he was like, you trying to get in? We got to work. So that summer, it really just like catapulted from development, and my dad was behind the scenes just kind of working with me. And I got to my freshman year, tried out. Ended up, my tryout was me like doing an open gym against the varsity girls, which this was in 2013. So if you think about who was playing, okay, relax. If you think about who was playing for Duncanville in 2013, it was some heavy hitters.
For sure.
It was some heavy hitters.
Whole lot of going on in there.
It was like.
Can you just tap on some of the names?
I hadn't hit my growth spurt yet.
Tap on some of the names that was in there. I hadn't hit my growth
spurt yet. So I'm like, and I was still chubby. So I was like, what, 5'4", like chubby 5'4", can't flip a credit card under my feet when I jump. Like, so they're like, okay, you're a post player. Mind you, I'm going up against Big C, Sierra Johnson, and she's like 6'4". I'm like, I'm never going to get a shot.
Number one big in the country at the time. Got to put that out there.
Yeah, like, and I was like, But it's like, when you play against somebody who's not really a hooper, they don't know to be scared. It was kind of one of those moments. Like, okay, I'm in here. I'm here.
You're right.
Who else was in there? Ariel was in there. Ariel Atkins. She was in there.
Yep.
Zay was there.
Zay.
Zariel Green. Zay was there. Madison Townsend. She was in there.
Was Chris there?
Was who there?
Chris?
No, Chris wasn't there yet.
Chris wasn't there yet. She's still in Cali. She's still Cali
a whole.
movement.
I think Tamika was in there that day.
Was Star in there?
Yes.
Star was in there.
Star was in there too. So it was a whole bunch of people in the gym.
That's about 10 people that all went D1. Just so y'all know. Major D1.
It was a whole bunch of people in the gym. And I ended up doing my tryout. Like, I remember Big C kind of taking me under her wing, be like, do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this. And like, she would let me make it a couple times. Like, she wouldn't go as hard on me. But other times, like, I been got knocked to the ground or something, it builds character. And I ended up making the freshman B team coming into high school. And I was just like, yay, I made a team. Even though I was like, I want to be on A team. But, made B team.
Yeah.
That kind of started it.
We just got to pause right there. Nigga, you made the women's basketball team at Duncanville after playing basketball for 4 months. Some shit that girls literally train their whole lives to do. It took you 4 months. That's elite, my nigga.
That's impressive.
That's elite. Like, and I know a lot of people probably ain't gonna necessarily know like how hard it is to make it in Duncanville women's basketball, but like before Duncanville was known for the football shit and the basketball shit, winning state every year, it was girls basketball that was running all this shit, bro. Like championships year in and year out, coaches got 1,000+ wins, players going D1 every year, McDonald's All-Americans, 2 national titles as a public school. Like, shit was different, bro. It was a little different out there. So, but yeah, my fault. I ain't mean to cut you off. You can keep kind of keep it going, keep it rolling. So you made the freshman B team. How'd your freshman year go?
My freshman year, I lost some weight, like being in season at school. The only thing with freshman B team is in Texas, everybody doesn't have freshman programs to where they have 2 teams split. So I ended up playing on A and B team so that I could get enough runs in to keep playing, because a lot of teams didn't have freshman B team. So the freshman B team really only had 8 games. It was like a football season schedule.
Just about.
Like it was like 10 games. So I ended up running with A team too, and they obviously had more games because most schools try to have a freshman team. If not, then they just have like JV and varsity. So ended up running with freshman A team. We finished out with a good record. I don't remember what it was. That was over 10 years ago. Yeah, we came out with a good record on that. A summer after my freshman year, that's when I started playing for DFW Elite. So if you don't know what DFW Elite is, it's some more WNBA players that came out of the program. Like Odyssey played for them. BG, Brittany Griner.
Odyssey Sim.
Odyssey was getting buckets in the I think she in the finals.
In the finals. Yep. Played for the Fever. I mean, no,
Yeah.
the Aces.
Yeah, she played for the Fever.
No, the Aces.
I mean, no.
Yeah.
The Fever. I'm tripping. My bad.
Yeah, I was about to say, she was on the
Plays
Fever.
for the Fever. I'm tripping.
She was on the Fever getting busy.
Absolutely.
So she was in the semis.
Brittany Griner, she played for DFW Elite. Yeah. Kennedy Carter.
Kennedy.
We'll get into kid.
Yeah, that's a whole separate story.
I still play. A lot of people that I played with from high school also played for DFW Elite, or they played for Pro Skills. Like those were the 2 top teams to play for out of the DFW area. So I played for them. Once again, I got on the developmental team. Like it wasn't I think I played on the lowest level team. Mind you, still haven't grown for real and still chubby, at least a little bit. So that summer before my sophomore year, I think I lost 40 pounds?
Yeah, just about.
Something like that?
Yeah.
I lost 40 pounds and gained like 2 or 3 inches on my vertical. So we were just like hooping. Practices were crazy. Like we were having like 3-hour practices and it was like nonstop going. Like they was like, okay, we're going to take this time to run a couple plays. Like, so you can learn it. And they was like, listen, you got 3 times to learn this, and then we're going with it. Like, run the play, get it out, go, set up, run another one, get it out, go. And that was kind of how we learned our plays. It wasn't like how it's set up in school where it's like you take a significant chunk of practice to like learn a play. Now, like either you got it or you don't. If you don't got it, you're coming to sit down. Like DMW Elite was very much one of those. There was like, listen, I need you to get here because we're here. We're rolling. So if you can't get here, you got to go. So yeah, I remember having a lot of fun that season. A couple of my coaches that they still my guys to this day. I met when I couldn't slip a credit card under my feet.
Okay.
And yeah, even some
That's
of the
good.
like lifelong friendships.
Shout out Coach Z, man.
Going into sophomore year, I made JV. So I was on JV my sophomore year. And when you play at Duncanville, JV and varsity practice together, but because we had so many gyms, it's like you split after a certain while because our weight room was only so big. So it's like, okay, while one person is in the weight room, the other person is in the gym doing drills or conditioning or whatever it might be, and then you swap. So we would do that, and then we would come back and we would have runs against each other. Like JV would have to go up against varsity, which in a lot of places, they're like, that's dumb. Varsity is just going to be whooping up on JV. It wasn't like that when I was at Duncanville because our JV team was a varsity team somewhere else.
I say the same shit all the time.
So it was like, even though varsity got their onesie, like, don't get me wrong, they definitely gave us a run for our money every time, especially with still the caliber of people that were there. This is 2015 at this point. Yeah, 2015 at this point. So you still have like Rosie, you still have Zay, Anaya Thomas, she's on varsity. Still Big C, like all of them are still on varsity. So they still have this powerhouse.
Hold on, she got a question real quick.
I have a question. I didn't mean to interrupt. How do y'all get all these players to go to this one school? This is a public school.
Homegrown.
Yeah. Everybody lived like it wasn't.
Y'all are in the district.
It wasn't like how it is now, like pretzel and everything.
Homegrown.
Everybody went to elementary, middle, and high school together for the most part.
They had one girl transfer in. And she just happened to move to Duncanville.
Right. And it wasn't even for like basketball reasons. It was because her mom got a job.
Quite literally. And she just happened to be.
And they lived in the district.
She just happened to be 6'4", left-handed, and raw as fucking basketball. She just happened to be that, you know?
Chris is not 6'4", but you know, that's still my sister. I love her now.
I'll give it to her. She looks 6'4" out on that court, nigga. She get to jabbing us. She got an Anthony Davis type game. She had an AD type game.
You know?
Oh, that shit was elite, though. Man, bro, this is.
Y'all homegrown. That's wild.
Bro, the girls was so raw. They used to come in that bitch and play in open gym with us. Like, that's how.
Yeah, we definitely.
Where have you ever heard where the girls and the boys play in the same open gym, gang?
Yeah, that's fine.
And it wasn't just varsity. JV did that too.
That's what, bro. Like, they was elite, bro. Some of them girls was elite, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Like, but anyways. Yeah, nah, bro.
High level D1 factory.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
That's crazy.
Bro. But my height, like, I make the joke and say that I never went to high school because Duncanville women's basketball was not ran like a high school program.
Pretty much college, bro.
Like, everything about it was ran like a college program.
Pretty much college.
Like, from the way that you practice to study hall hours to conditioning to like year-round training, like everything, it was all ran
study hall
like a
for the basketball team.
They did.
Yeah.
We didn't do
it
no
was
shit
mandatory.
Like
because if you got anything less than a B, you were going to be in trouble. Like, you had to run.
We didn't do no shit like that. Niggas never had no study hall. I ain't
what was it? I think we had study hall twice a week.
Yeah,
we had study hall on like.
That was locked in though, bro.
Mondays and Wednesdays, something like that.
Like
because we played on Tuesdays and Fridays. So we had study hall on Mondays and Wednesdays, and it was mandatory because if you had anything like less than a B, you were gonna have some type of punishment.
They was really in there moving like
study hall,
bro. They was in there really moving like the U.S. Marine Corps.
Me with in college.
U.S. Marine Corps is
they was really in that bitch moving like the U.S. Marine Corps, bro. The coaches used to be on that.
They went like around with a log on their neck,
bro.
Listen,
that shit used to be insane, bro.
Coaches used to just pop up like. Yeah.
Y'all probably had all types of coaches coming through y'all's. Y'all probably had all types of college coaches coming.
College coaches for sure. College coaches for sure.
Yeah, what I'm saying. I know y'all seen everybody in the gym.
However, like it wasn't the way people would think that it would be. Like where you have like because we never practiced in our arena unless like we had to. So we always practiced in like the PE gyms. Like it was very much like, okay, you won state, great, be humble. Like it was never like you're better than anybody. It was never that. Like it was everybody's gonna have on the same uniform, everybody's gonna have on the same shoes, everybody's gonna have decorum. We're not doing any of that cussing, we're not doing social media, we're not doing any of the rah-rah. It's not any of that. Like you are still humble. You're wearing the jerseys from 2 years ago. Like
Who's y'all's coach? Major Payne?
It
Nigga.
wasn't like
Yes.
anything like that.
Yes. For lack of better
So,
for lack of better words, absolutely. See, I ain't gonna lie. I'ma say it.
Damn.
I'ma say it.
the toughest coach, and people think that like, so we had Khaki Self Morgan as coach. Everybody called her Coach
Brett
Self.
Ballard
That was not the toughest
in
coach
a female body.
that was there. Coach Howard was the toughest coach that anybody that came through Duncanville on the women's side before, I want to say like 2016 and before, knows who Coach Howard is, like down to it, because Coach Howard ruled with an iron fist. Okay, if you got a black eye in practice, it built character. Like
Coach
when I
Howard wasn't
tell
playing
you,
no
we
game.
got more hurt in practice than we did in games. Like I used to come home and my mom was like, "Oh my goodness, what happened?" Because I got black eyes, busted lips, scratch marks. Like we used to get it in practice because that was our competition.
Coach Howard.
Niggas used to get to the crib and quite literally just hit the door and just go to sleep, gang. Like and just go to sleep. Get ready for the next day, bro. Like recover, nigga. You need every second.
I definitely fell asleep in the living room a couple times.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you. This shit, man. But I don't mean to rush you through your story or anything like that, but we on a little bit of a time crunch. So speed it up to just like your senior year of high school, your college recruiting, how that kind of went and the decision you made to go to college. What college you went to and why you decided to go to.
Right. My senior year was bittersweet. Like we didn't make it to state that year. That's a whole separate story and heartbreak. But my recruiting
Use your
on
bench.
that.
Sorry, I just had to.
My recruiting from that standpoint, I got recruited a lot more from AAU than I did from school ball just because of politics reasons. That's how we're going to put that. I got recruited more from summer ball. So the school I ended up going to, I went to Eastern New Mexico University in Portales, New Mexico. It looks like Radiator Springs. There's like 2,000 people who live there, maybe. And like 1,999 of them go to the school. So
Actual.
they saw me in a tournament here in Texas when we played at the state fair. They saw me in a tournament in Texas, and that was like they were on the hook. We were talking. We had a game, our season opener. So my first game as a high schooler, we had a game, and the weekend before we were supposed to have practice on that Saturday. So I had to go for a visit on that Saturday. So I had to miss practice. Mind you, I have other teammates who have missed practice to go on visits, and it was no issue. So I went on my visit, I came back, and I was not allowed to suit up or play in my first game of my high school career because I missed practice on Saturday. So it was whatever, but I just knew like the way everything was moving, I was like, I gotta sign first go round, like early signing day. So I have everything locked in, and no matter how the rest of the season goes, I'm straight. So I ended up signing during the early signing period to Eastern New Mexico. My coach was Coach Proc and Coach Jennings at the time. And yeah, my recruitment with them, it was smooth. Like they was like, I like you, like I want you. What we gonna do?
Right.
So
Sure.
signing day in and of itself was hectic because I confirmed, committed, and signed all in the same day. So it was like my family knew, but nobody else really knew. And it was kind of purposely done like that because I originally didn't have a table for me for signing day. So we had to get a table. My mom was rushing, like my mom left work early, was rushing around to get decorations made. Like I used some of the stuff that they gave me during my visit. The
school didn't provide you with a table
and stuff like that. Listen,
nigga.
What, we
Listen,
rationing around this motherfucker?
Bruh.
you know,
Bruh, it's
what's
just
going
you know
on?
how them coaches get to playing favorites and shit, bro. You know how that shit go, bro.
Yes.
my senior year, I
Crazy.
also had a health scare. What was that? The second part of the season, I think. This had to have been the second part of the season, like almost to playoffs. So this was probably like after the holidays, early that year. So I remember that was my junior year, the first time that happened. My junior year, we're backing up a little bit. I ended up going blind in my right eye. And like it was in practice. And all of a sudden, like I couldn't see on this side of my body. And I'm getting the car, like I went home at this point, and my dad is like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I can't see." And I go to the hospital, they run all these tests, and they're like, basically, it's from stress. Like they did like a light test. They're like, you have a conversion thing, something with the cones and the rods in my eye and the way they take in light. So my eyes are like extremely sensitive to light and I get migraines and stuff. But I ended up going blind from like being so stressed out, being on the grind.
Quite literally.
And then my senior year, you said what happened?
No, I said quite literally. Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Like I was so stressed out, I ended up going blind in my right eye. And the doctors were like, you need to take time off. But that just wasn't something that you did at Duncanville. Like I was like, I'm just gonna have to turn like this, like so I can see everything. I don't know. So yeah, that happened. My vision came back probably in like 2 days or so, and it was fine. I haven't gone blind since. I can see perfect. Well, I'm not gonna say perfectly fine. I wear
I
glasses,
was about to say,
but
nigga,
I
don't
can
lie
see
now.
well enough. I can see well enough. My senior year, I was out for a week because I was in the hospital for a week. I couldn't breathe on my own. I had a massive asthma attack. So I had a machine breathing for me, tubes coming out everywhere. Like Azim and my other brother, they weren't even allowed to come to the hospital because my parents didn't want them to see me
I
like
wasn't trying
that.
to see that shit no way.
Yeah, so I was gone from school and practice for like a week, and I got out the hospital, and they were like you can't just go back to full speed. Like you have to take it easy. And did I listen? Kind of. I think I sat out for what 3 days,
If that,
and
nigga.
then I was back to it because like my spot was slipping. They were like, "Okay, you went to the hospital. Like you have a doctor's note, but like
Next man
we
up
gotta
on some
we got
shit.
stuff coming up. We
Yeah.
gotta get to it." So it's like we're walking it like they're gauging like, okay, if you need to sit down, but you already know how it is when you're a player and you like if I sit down, is it gonna be something? So we had to keep pushing through it on top of the fact that, my Nemo fin. Azim, would you like to explain my Nemo fin?
This nigga's got a mini lung, y'all, for everybody who's wondering what the Nemo fin is.
Yeah, my Nemo fin on my left side, I have a pediatric size lung. So like the lung of a 10-year-old is on my left side and the full adult size lung is on my right side.
We call it the Nemo fin because if anybody's seen Nemo got that one little fin on his shit. So yeah, that's our little Nemo fin. But
so
yeah, bro.
We graduate, we got signed, we get on campus. I went during the summer, did a couple camps. That was great. Bonded with my teammates. I had fun that summer before school started. School started my freshman year, and just from like pounding, like all of high school caught up to me my freshman year of college. So I remember I went up for a layup and I came back down, landed on my toes, as you usually do. And I tried to turn and run the other direction and I got stuck. Like I couldn't move. The trainer the trainer was like, okay, maybe your calf's cramped up. So she comes, mind you, our trainer at the time is like 5'3". Like Danny pulls me off the court and she's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just can't move. My legs are stiff. She sent me for x-rays. I have 2 broken shins. Like, so I had
What
2
the
broken
hell?
shins my freshman year of college. And
that was just the beginning.
Yeah, that was top wrap.
Yeah, no cap.
That was kind of a wrap on that.
Yeah, I was about to say. So I mean, I'm gonna kind of just shorten it up a little bit for the rest of those 4 years at ENMU Eastern New Mexico. He was kind of dealing with those shin splints. You were in 2 boots at one point, walking around. I remember I seen you in 2 boots on some crazy shit. I had never seen nothing like that. But yeah, that kind of just didn't really leave you as satisfied as you would have hoped. And you ended up making another move, a grad transfer after you graduated from Eastern. You ended up making a move out to the HBCU route from the PWI route. So what kind of, first off, what HBC did you attend? And what kind of went into you making that decision? Yeah, just kind of touch lightly on some of the things that you went through at Clark too. Go ahead and break that down for us, gang.
So like he just said it. I went to Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia.
Damn, I did just spoil it, didn't I? Damn, my fault.
You know, I am now an alumni of Clark Atlanta University. So, woo-woo on that.
Yeah.
I went out there HBCU route because I've always wanted to go to an HBCU. HBCUs have always been close to my heart. Both my parents went to an HBCU, and Clark was actually recruiting me out of high school. The only thing that like separated me going to the undergrad that I went to versus going to Clark was the money.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only difference. So I was like, okay, like round 2 opportunity for me to do whatever, and I became a Panther again.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, seemed like the right move. I was excited, wait for a tryout. They was like, woo, let's do it. I get to Clark. We're killing in the preseason. Like everything is going great. School is going good. But we get to October, right before season starts, and we're doing an open run, which we weren't supposed to be doing that day. We were supposed to like run a mile or something. But my teammates was like, I don't want to run a mile. Can we do open gym instead? And they allowed it. And I came from one wing and came across the lane, and graphic warning. I came across the lane, landed on my teammate's foot, and my ankle touched the ground.
Jeez.
So
that'll do it.
Yeah, I re-aggravated an ankle injury that I had from undergrad, which I basically had a high ankle sprain, a bone bruise, and like I'm pretty sure a small fracture across my ankle all at the same time. So it's like swollen. And I had to get on a plane that day. Like it was just a lot going on. Over the course of that season, it was some trials and tribulations on stuff. It was sort of kind of from a teammate perspective, but I chalked that up to me being a grad student and being undergrad. It was just
disconnect,
an age and mindset difference.
2 different times in your life.
From a coaching standpoint, the coaches weren't really on the same page with each other. Nonetheless, me, we just didn't really see eye to eye on certain things. I had a big game against our rival, which was Savannah State. I took a charge that sent us into overtime, and we picked it up. We ended up winning that game. We won the conference that year.
Word.
I mean, we won the
tournament.
No, we were like for our division or whatever, for our side of the bracket.
I'm understanding.
We was number 1, right? And then we went to conference championships, and we ended up losing. But yeah, it came time for that year because I technically had another year of eligibility, but it was a lot of stuff that was up in the air. I didn't end up getting my senior night for either school.
Well, you did
my dog bogus.
I did not. I've never had a senior night outside of high school.
They played. That's
bro.
Crazy.
Did my dog bogus.
So that happened.
What?
I ended up not returning that next season for decisions made from both parties. But I didn't return for basketball, but I still returned back to school because my education still matters to me. Came back to school. I worked 2 jobs, went to school full time, and still found a way to take a trip every month. That's why Azim is like, where are you now? You never know where I might be in the world. But yeah, I did that, graduated. Now I'm about to go back to school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey. No cap, y'all. Hey, if that ain't resilience, I don't know what it is, y'all.
Facts.
We ain't really get into
that's motivation.
Yeah, we ain't really get a chance to get all the way deep into the story for real, and go super, super deep on the details as much as we'd like to. But we'll definitely.
Azim made a song about it if you want to hear it.
Oh God, yeah. Everybody, if y'all go tap in.
Too, I heard that, by the way.
Appreciate you, gang, for sure. Yeah, if y'all want to go tap in with that song too, by the way, it's on Asha's Instagram. It's I made it for her graduation. But Asha, what's your Instagram handle? Go ahead and drop it for the people to know.
At _Amani AMANI Asha ASHAK, no spaces.
Yes, sir. And then you also got shit popping on the TikTok front. You want to drop the TikTok for the folks out there, just in case anybody want to tap in with?
No, but only because my TikTok is like just me doing random crackhead activities at 3 a.m. Like. It's fine. We can stay on the Instagram front.
All right,
Salute. Salute.
Say less. Oh God. Well, shit, bro. We definitely appreciate you pulling up and running through your story for us, fam. That is definitely a unique story and one that we probably won't hear again anytime soon. And we definitely gonna have to bring you back on, brother, and have you
For sure.
have you finish telling your stories and go a little bit more in detail and just talk some more sports and shit with you, because I like your perspective on things. I like arguing with you.
I know.
But anyways, gang, I mean, shoot, without any further ado, you got anything else that you kind of wanted to shout out, let the people know about that you may have going on coming out here soon?
Yeah, other than, I skate, so y'all might see me in the city near
No,
y'all
nigga,
somewhere, rolling around.
Yeah, she gonna tell y'all that she just skate. No, this nigga's the best skater. This nigga's the best blader.
Not the best.
The best rollerblader, cuz the best. The most committed. Nigga, she like roll bounce. Roll bounce.
They have my Instagram. All of my skate content gets posted on my Instagram.
Whole lot.
But I'm not the best skater.
Bro, she's the best skater I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro. I'm not finna
you
let her.
Rashad from ATL. Who winning?
She washing shot. On my mom. My money on you, Asha. My money on you, Asha.
Hey.
My money on you, twin.
I got skating. I'm traveling. I'll be traveling next week to go to a national party for skating. I just finished a national party from skating, so this is kind of my in-between week. And I'm studying to go to law school, so that's what's going on.
No cap. Congratulations, bro.
Major moves.
Man,
thank you.
Wishing nothing but success and blessings for you in the future. Shoot, we might be in touch with a little collab, because skating is a sport, and we do talk sports over this way. We might be on might be talking a little collab here soon or something like that. But without any further ado, gang, we appreciate you coming on. You stay safe, and we gonna have this probably out for you tomorrow or something. So be looking on the lookout so you can let your peoples know you was on shit.
Okay, bet. Thank y'all.
But solely, we appreciate you pulling up, bro.
No problem.
All right.
Roller skate.
So y'all. That was man. That was my big sister. We appreciate her pulling up. Man. We're not gonna have her on the whole episode, because we do got some other topics that we just want to talk about a little bit. Just kind of me and C. But y'all, shit. If y'all like that little segment of the pod, y'all make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Shit.
Yeah, show love.
Yeah, for surely. But so see. Let's get into it, bro.
Man, we talked a little bit about the WNBA. Obviously, we know they got their game 3 tonight. Aces up 2-0. Not too much there. I know Jackie Young been hooping. Asia been doing her thing as well.
Doing her thug nizzle.
Think the Aces might seal the deal tonight and get him up out of there.
I think the same thing, my brother.
Man, but moving on to the NBA, almost was a scary few days, especially for me, us, really, as Bron fans.
Woo! Bruh.
The second decision, man. Bron pump faked us, the ultimate pump fake.
You got me.
He dropped the second decision. I ultimately didn't retire.
Got me.
You got any thoughts?
That's all I can say. Unc got me. He had me completely flabbergasted, bamboozled, sad for no reason. Nigga, I was looking up flights to LA. I'm trying to look at ticket prices and shit, cause I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to see Bron on the farewell tour. I gotta see Bron on farewell tour.
Bro,
I can't call myself
out there.
Man, I can't call myself basketball fan and not go see Bron on farewell tour. That's just not right.
The farewell tour is gonna be crazy, but
you know what I'm
Bron
saying?
ain't going nowhere.
But
man.
that nigga gotta give us like a 3-year heads up before he go on farewell tour. He gotta give niggas enough time to get their minds right, bro. He can't.
Max,
that's not the type of shit.
I was not gonna be ready for this NBA season if he just.
That is not the type shit you drop on niggas 2 weeks before the season start.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Now we gotta really. We gotta really lock in.
Man, I gotta really appreciate this shit.
Man, I was like, okay, but I was starting to really come to terms too. Like, all right, I gotta lock in. This NBA season finna be.
Man, I start telling my shit like, well, the nigga do got a family, and he do got We got kids and a wife and shit.
Man, I was like, man, I gotta think about Zuri.
I'm in this bitch talking myself. I'm telling myself think about Savannah and Zuri, nigga.
I'm like, yeah, I do gotta think about what Zuri is going through. You know, she probably want her dad at the crib.
Like, she want her dad at the crib, bro. Brian been in the league literally as long as niggas have been alive, bro. Brian been in the league. He going into year 23. I'm 23 years old, bro. This shit is nuts. This shit is nuts.
He different, bro.
He's a different demon, bro. But he can't retire like that. That kind of did put it to perspective what we will need the farewell tour to look like. And I'm so serious, bro. We need like a 3-year heads up, bro. We got to give niggas enough time to get their mind right, bro. Got to give niggas.
Probably let us know like right after like a season, the season before that ends.
Probably. He probably gonna go on the man post game. Yeah, this my last season coming up, y'all.
Man.
Then I'm gonna go.
Last one coming up.
I'm gonna go and buy every fucking bottle of Hennessy RSVP that I can find.
Man, I said this nigga is advertising Hennessy. I said just what the world?
It's so many. Did you hear about the guy who's trying to sue LeBron for buying 2 tickets?
Yeah, we was talking about that earlier on the beginning. We got you.
Dumbass nigga.
Thanks for your money.
Stupid dumb.
Thanks for your money. See you week 114. We'll see you week 114 for a dumpster fire of a game.
Oh my God. Well, LeBron. Bron ain't even gonna play that game. That's the sickest part. I swear to God, Bron is not playing that game.
A dumpster fire game against the 76ers.
Oh my God, bro. This
DJ
nigga
Edscombe versus Aduthiero.
Man.
Slugfest.
700 for the Edgecombe versus Thiero battle.
Hey.
Oh my God. He can't really sue Bron for that though. That Bron didn't tell you go buy the last 2 tickets. Go buy 2 tickets to his last game, nigga.
You, gang.
He didn't tell you that.
Bron ain't had no gun to your head, goofball.
He just said he made a decision, nigga. You the one jumped the fucking gun and went in. Oh, I know what Bron's thinking. Stupid dumbass.
You should have knew Bron wasn't retiring in that 2010 ass fit he had on.
Me though. Facts. Facts.
I say yeah.
But nah, bro, that shit.
Nah, but that
shit was hilarious.
We could transition though, man. We do need a proper retirement announcement from Bron.
For sure.
Transitioning to the best time of the year, man. We got NBA preseason coming up, or not coming up, but it's here. A few games. The Suns beat the Lakers 103 to 81. The Timberwolves beat the Nuggets 126 to 116. The Warriors beat the Nuggets the Lakers, 111 to 103. The Knicks beat the 76ers 99 to 84. And the Bucks beat the Heat 103 to 93. Devin Booker had a big game, 24-7. Austin Reeves had 20, 16 in the first half. Moses Moody had a big game for the Warriors. That's about it.
I'm expecting Moses Moody to have a big year this year, honestly. I'm expecting Moses Moody to have a very productive. I just need some. I don't need necessarily production out of him. He's already had like a veteran type of game just because his role wasn't necessarily something that was super expanded out in Golden State. But I just think that, I don't know, bro. Something just tells me that this year he's gonna be like that Keegan Murray in South Carolina, in Sacramento last year. You remember how Keegan Murray for a little bit was kind of lighting the NBA up and people just really didn't know what to do with him? I feel like Moses Moody could have that same effect just because he can shoot the shit out the ball. He's been able to shoot it and score it for his whole career. It's just he kind of took on this role of, he kind of just took on that role of being a shooter to get some PT. But he ready now. I mean, I don't really see why the Warriors wouldn't have him in the rotation, especially with him kind of being a veteran in that system and being under Steve Kerr.
And with the Kuminga issues, you know, they probably going to ice Kuminga out a little bit. They probably going to cut into some of his minutes.
And I wouldn't be surprised.
So it'd be good for...
I wouldn't be surprised, speaking of that, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Warriors kind of blackball Kuminga a little bit and kind of give Moody a lot of Kuminga's minutes just to, you know, make that money make sense. Because if Kuminga go out and tweak, it's a different situation. It's a different conversation we having next summer. You know what I'm saying? If Kuminga
I feel
don't
like
tweak,
he should be in a position to hoop.
He should be, but like to me, the whole thing I hate about the situation is you literally just wait. You waited all of that time for no reason, bro. You waited all of that time to sign the same deal that they originally offered you in the beginning with the team option.
He was playing around.
So it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, now the team got the choice because they can ice you out, and make you have a shitty year, and then just release you after this year, and your value is in the toilet, and you're 25 years old as a 6-year NBA vet, and you really haven't gotten much to nothing done or accomplished in the league. Or it could be a situation to where you tweak out, you hoop, you go crazy, and you think you finally found a home, and Golden State says, well, that's awesome, but we don't think your trade value will ever be this high again, so we're going to trade you right now while you're most valuable and get as much as we can back for you. And now, as soon as you get your footing and you get comfortable in this system that you've been trying to get comfortable in for the past 5 years,
get you up out of there.
You're fucking gone. So, like, it's really a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose situation for Kuminga in my eyes. Like, it's not really too many ways where I could see this ending positively for Jonathan Kuminga, and I hate that for him. But lit for the Warriors, though. The Warriors needed Kuminga to be able to make a deep run next year. And that's definitely an elite grab. I would say that.
With the addition of Al Horford, are the Warriors better than the Lakers?
Yeah, I say so. I'd take the Warriors over the Lakers in a 7-game series. I promise I would. That system, that Golden State system ain't never gonna fail, bro. Steph Curry being the engine, Draymond Green, they got Jimmy Butler, they got Buddy Hield, Al Horford, Moody, fucking Gary Payton, Podzminski, Kuminga. Like, bro, they got like 11, 12 guys. They literally taking that Pacers cut, that Pacers cloth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna see. I don't know. I'm excited for the Lakers. I think with DeAndre Ayton, Bron, and Luka as your 3, with Reeves in there too. Reeves in that mix. Like,
facts.
I don't really see no. And I mean, we just got to see with Rui. You know, Rui is our wild card player.
That's what I'm saying.
You never know what you're gonna get out of that nigga, but.
And that's but that's the thing with the Lakers.
I think
they
got
better
too many, the Warriors though. They'll beat the Warriors.
They got too many niggas in that position in a pivotal role that I don't know what I'm getting from you. DeAndre Ayton, I don't know what I'm getting from Ayton. Austin Reeves, I know pretty much what I'm gonna get from Reeves, but outside of LeBron, Luka, Austin Reeves, it kind of stops right there. I don't know what else the rest of you niggas are giving me.
Will the Lakers get anything from Connect this year? Will the Lakers get anything from Connect?
I think his mental shot, bro. I don't feel the same way that I felt about Dalton Connect a year ago. And I hate to say this, but it's kind of the LeBron effect that he has on some players in the NBA.
Niggas love to blame Bron, bro.
It's not necessarily
ain't do nothing to that man.
No. It ain't that Bron did anything to him personally. It's just the fact that in Bron's eyes, he was disposable. So now to the entire NBA, nigga, you're disposable. Like, it's you're not anything special because you're not special to Bron, so why the fuck would you be special to me? Kyrie done made a living off of being special to Bron. Not to say that Kyrie isn't skilled, but I promise you the reason that a lot of these teams are willing to make Kyrie a number 1 option or something close to it is because Bron approves, nigga. Bron says that this guy can be a number 1 option. We trust Bron.
Gave him that stamp.
He gave him that stamp, bro. If you get that stamp from Bron, you straight, nigga. Like J.R. Smith, bro. J.R. Smith was raw in New York. He went to Cleveland, got that stamp of approval from Bron, and completely not changed his game necessarily, but just was
changed his life.
Changed his life. Channing Frye changed his life. Della Vadova changed his life. Richard Jefferson changed his life. Like, bro, it's Tristan Thompson. I don't even got to say nothing about that nigga. He's still changing his life. So, like, bro, it's. I just think once you're disposable in the eyes of LeBron, especially as a shooter,
it ain't gonna look.
It's tough, bro.
It ain't gonna look too good for you.
It's tough, bro. And I think that Connect people realize that Dalton Connect is a really good scorer. Can't guard anybody. Doesn't create for anybody else necessarily on the offensive end of the ball. If he's not looking to get his own shot, it's kind of quiet for him. Not really the most athletic guy, so he's not necessarily getting in there and just snatching rebounds away from people. So it's tough, bro. It's tough. The Lakers are in a win now type of mode, and I don't think Dalton Connect is necessarily a win now type player unless you got him in a Duncan Robinson in Miami type role. But I mean, who knows how the Lakers gonna use him this year? Who knows if JJ can crack that code and get him to lock in to get back to that version of himself that we seen him playing as last year in the beginning of the season when we were thinking that Dalton Connect might make a run for Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? So
right, he was looking promising early.
It should be interesting to see what these Lakers show got going on. Though. It should definitely be nothing short of interesting. I'll be tapped in.
You like what does Seth Curry do for the Warriors? Does that?
Elite.
We forgot they added.
Elite signing.
Add Seth. That is tough.
Elite signing.
I did like seeing them pick him up too.
Elite signing. One, he's a shooter.
Time.
He can shoot the shit out the ball. He can play in the system. But to
and
me,
the
it's
vibe's
just,
gonna be good.
The vibe's gonna be elite, bro. The vibe's gonna be so elite. My brother's
y'all
hooping.
Can't mess with me, big bro. Big brother guy. He the owner of the franchise. For real. I cover this joint and shoot from half court.
And what you gonna say to me?
Sub me out.
Sub me out. I dare you, nigga.
I wish y'all would.
Y'all let the Nastis run around the league for 5 years and collect free checks for nothing. They can let me. You know what I mean?
Man.
Sorry
my brother, the owner of the team.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry to send the Nastis and Giannis astray, but shit, I'm just calling a spade, bro. You know? Shit, it's no reason why.
Yeah.
It's no reason why Seth Curry shouldn't have been playing on the team, bro. I'm gonna be real. There's no reason. There's no reason.
I'm ready to see him
in Golden State.
I'm ready to see him and Steph.
And I know he's gonna have a game this year where he tweak and go for like 30 on some random shit. It's gonna be like a random Tuesday in February.
Game, he ball out. Yeah, he gonna have a game. He gonna ball out.
On me.
Gonna have people around the league shook.
On me. And they're gonna be like, how did we let the Curry brothers? I'm telling you, what?
They're gonna be solid. I don't think they're gonna do too much, but they're gonna be ready.
I got the Warriors. Call me crazy. I got the Warriors as the top 5 seed in the West. Probably at 5.
Go.
Probably at 5, but top 5 seed in the West. Nonetheless.
Who's the 1 seed in the West right now?
Thunder.
Who's the 2?
Are niggas fully healthy? Is this a fully healthy hypothetical?
Yeah, fully healthy.
Dallas, Mavericks.
Here this nigga goes.
How are we not, gang? How are we not?
Let's finish your top 5 first, bro. Who was 3rd?
My niggas is mad. My God. So
who's your 3rd, bro?
3rd, I got Denver. Then 4th, I got Minnesota. I'm gonna give Minnesota the nod. And then 5th, I got Golden State.
Minnesota about to be on that this year, though.
Yeah. So I got OKC. I got Dallas, Denver, Minnesota, and then I'll probably go Golden State right there. And then I got the 2 LA teams after that, the Clippers and the Lakers. I don't know which one gonna be in which spot, but I got both of them right behind each other. Thunder, Mavericks,
Nuggets. Thunder, Dallas, Nuggets.
Yep.
Thunder, Dallas, the Nuggets, Timberwolves, and the Warriors.
Yep. That's
no
my top
Rockets. Well, Van Vliet hurt.
Van Vliet hurt, yeah.
That's going to hurt the Rockets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I still think they better than the Warriors.
Fuck no. No. They don't got no point guard.
They're better than the Warriors.
Who's guarding Steph?
Reed. It's going to be by committee. We gonna get a man. A man gonna guard him.
I mean, okay, we'll see. I don't know if he's ready for that. I don't know if he's ready for that smoke, but
we're gonna see. The Warriors gonna be nice. I'm ready to see what they talking about. I don't know if they top 5.
I think they
top 5. I don't know if they
five.
top 5.
I think they top 5. I think the vibe's gonna have them. They're gonna be right. Jimmy coming in with a full training camp under his belt. He happy in Golden State. He be bullying.
And I see he not on no goofy shit. He don't got his hair in a
you know what I'm saying?
Gothic look. He locked
in, bro.
I like seeing him locked in.
He's locked in. I fuck with it. I like what Golden State got going on out there.
Nah, facts. Let's see any other news going on around the league.
I do want to talk about or just NBA wise.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't have nothing else NBA wise.
Damn.
I wanted to talk some
listen.
I just wanted to say one thing real quick, some NFL shit.
Yeah.
It's just I just wanted to say, and I told you so. On the so Joe Flacco got traded. Everybody. Not I told you so, literally. Not literally you, see. I'm just saying like the people on TikTok for when we clip this shit up. But people on TikTok, I told y'all, Shedeur Sanders should have never declined getting drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. Guess who would be playing right now as we speak for the Baltimore Ravens because Lamar Jackson's hurt? Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, we talked about this.
We talked about this, y'all.
We talked about this, and it took his ass to Baltimore.
And I know what y'all gonna say. Well, Joe Flacco got traded. He's QB2 in Cleveland. Baze. That's cool. That's dandy. That's great. But at the end of the day, ultimately, it's still Dylan Gabriel's job to lose. Let's call it spade a spade. Like, unless Dylan Gabriel go out and deliberately lose that quarterback job, Shedeur's still not going in.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Shedeur not touching field.
Like, and
they would have molded him in Baltimore. He'd have been playing right now.
He'd have been playing
Life
right
would have been gravy.
now. He'd have been playing right now. Getting those reps in, letting the whole league see it. If he would have fucked around and pulled off a W or just made it an even closer game with Houston rather than a 44-10 loss, you have teams calling you right now. The Bengals just traded for Joe Flacco because they don't have a quarterback right now. The Raiders need a quarterback right now.
Right now, today. Facts.
This all I was saying from the start is he should have just went somewhere where a team was at least going to give him a fighting chance. Baltimore is probably the best place in the league for you. They are probably the best organization in the league at letting players be themselves.
Yeah, and Lamar gonna back him up too. Lamar ain't gonna, I guess Shedeur, Lamar wouldn't really, at least I don't think from the character that Lamar
No, he
like
wouldn't, bro. He wouldn't.
I don't think he was gonna be on no hater vibes. I
Not
think he was
at all. And even
the young guy, I know I'm better than him, but he
even on the off
chance,
even on the off chance that Lamar was gonna be on some hater shit, nigga, it's not shit that he could do hating. If he's hurt, gang, he's hurt. He literally can't play.
Facts. He can't play. I'm in there.
You in there. You right in that bitch. Like, but no, ultimately, I mean, it was a different type situation. So, I mean, I just had to get on here and say that this is exactly what I was talking about. Shedeur Sanders will be playing right now for the Baltimore Ravens if he wouldn't have declined to get drafted there. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And he's still gonna end up. For everybody that was saying, well, he was never gonna play, he was gonna get traded. He's gonna have to still end up getting traded in order to play because the Cleveland Browns are not going to play him over Dylan Gabriel.
For real, unless Dylan Gabriel just
it's his job to lose, bro. It's Dylan Gabriel's job to lose.
On the topic of NFL, why are so many people fumbling the ball? Like dropping the ball like the 1 yard line right before they get in. Like you saw the Amari I don't even know how to say his last name. DeMercado,
Yeah.
You
I
saw
did
that situation?
Yep, I seen that.
Did you see what transpired after that?
Yep.
With the coach?
Yep. Punched him and shit. Well, not punched him, but like hit him on his chest and shit. Now I feel him. You know, I ain't never. Now, what I will say is I'm never going to advocate for a coach putting his hands on a player because at the end of the day, everybody knows if it was on the street, he would have never done that. If it was never no player-coach relationship, he would have never done that. And I can't respect no shit like that because I just can't. I can't respect a nigga doing some shit to somebody else just because he's got a title. And if he didn't have this title, he wouldn't be doing this. I can't respect that. So he shouldn't have put his hands on the player at all. But that was dumb as fuck, and I am very much. I'm not tired of seeing it because it ain't happened to my team yet, and I think it's hilarious when people do it.
Yeah, great blooper.
This shit is getting ridiculous at this point. Like, I would be surprised. Yeah, I would be surprised if teams don't start. I mean, fumbling. If teams don't start fining players for letting go of the ball or some shit, like some of these niggas need to start getting that paycheck cut a little bit. You know what I mean?
Like that touchdown literally cost him the game. Why can't you just how you not know that? Like
tweet.
How do you not even
tweet?
How you not know? Like
you just too geek. Never been here before. You just never been here before. Like, you just too geek.
Come on, bro. Now you got your coach punching you in the chest. Your coach is acting out of body.
And you really can't even halfway get mad at the coach because he really not even tweaking it. You just cost us the game on some dumb shit. You just won us the game and then
it's like you 50-50. Yeah, you 50-50 on the coach because he's bugging. Players bugging, but coach got to keep your hands to yourself at the end of the day.
You got to, bro. Because if he would have hauled off and if he would have hauled off and slept the coach,
bro would have stole on him. Bro, you would have stolen him.
Now I'm out of job. Now I'm the bad guy in this bitch. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's just the way of the game, bro. That's the way of the game. That's just the way of the game, bro. That's just how this shit go. Once you get to a certain level of sports shit, it turned into a situation to where coaches start acting a little out of body because that job is on the line, and that's all that was. That Cardinals coach seen his job on the line.
And he was heated.
He was pissed, nigga.
He was heated.
But my thing with the NFL coaches, my thing is I would be even more pissed off if you punch me as an NFL coach and if they fire you, nigga, you still signed a contract, so you still get millions on millions on millions of dollars. So if you get fired, you're still paped up anyways, nigga. Don't put your motherfucking hands on me. Don't never put your fucking hands on me, bitch. You got me fucked up. No, so like
he was wilding. Coach was
he was out of pocket for that, bro. He was out of pocket for that, bro. Coach damn near need a fine for putting his hand on the player.
They did.
They fined him for? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they fined the coach $100K. Done too.
For 100 piece. Tough.
Yeah.
I got a rare shout out for Jerry Jones this week. Shout out to Jerry Jones for flicking off flicking off the fans at the at the Jets game.
In the crowd, flipping off the fans.
Hit my nigga with $250K for hitting them with these right here. 250.
He said he thought he was doing a thumbs up.
Here.
He said, I thought I was doing a thumbs up. I said, yeah, Jerry got too much money.
Bro, that type of logic right there is a loss to
Jerry
Michael
Jones
Parsons.
money.
But
for real.
Because he probably thought
superstar.
he probably thought he was giving Michael Parsons a thumbs up, and in reality, it was one of these.
Man, it was one of them.
It was one of these. But
hit
like,
him with the bird.
On some real shit, I fuck with that, bro. That shit was hilarious. Watching that clip back, bro, that's a mood. Like, that's a mood meme for a long time in my book. I rock with that.
That was funny.
Get your shit off, Jerry. 250 ain't nothing, bro. 250 ain't nothing.
Ain't shit to nose with.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of more NFL news, bro.
Yeah.
You heard this Mark Sanchez?
Oh my God.
Situation?
Mark.
I
don't say this.
Those of you guys that don't know, we can fill y'all in real quick. I guess there was an incident where it was like I don't know if it was an Uber driver or some.
Yeah. It was
some driver or something.
Yes.
Got into a dispute with Mark Sanchez. I guess Mark Sanchez didn't like, or something happened that Mark Sanchez didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
He put hands.
Beating the brakes off of this old man.
Yeah. Put hands and feet on this 70-year-old man.
To the point where bro feared for his life.
70-year-old man had enough. He then retaliated by poking up, stabbing Mark Sanchez. I think they said they got him in the abdomen or upper abdomen. So stabbed him up pretty good. Man, I guess
Mark's
they came to the hospital or wherever. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Mark on that angel dust. I ain't gonna lie. This some erratic PCP type, tweaker type shit. Cause, bro, this shit don't make no sense, bro. He didn't have
tripping.
Yeah, he ain't have no business doing that old man like that. And he deserved to get stabbed for putting hands on that old.
Yeah,
it's not never no situation where you need to be putting your hands on somebody.
You can't do nothing like that to that man, bro. Mark tripping.
I can't.
And then and the backlash that came from it, people was bashing the city of Indiana. Obviously, people, or Indianapolis. I said city of Indiana. The city of Indianapolis.
Right.
They was bashing the Indianimals.
We got love for the
Indianimals, but you know what I'm saying? We can't just be bashing. Obviously, they was bashing black people too, saying that it was black people that was running wild like animals, stabbing Mark Sanchez up. Like, that wasn't what was going on.
That's not even close to what happened.
It was good. Like, respectfully, it was kind of good to see that it was not that type of situation, is what I will say. It wasn't one of those type of situations. It was something where somebody had to defend or felt like they were in fear of their life, like we said.
Yeah, Mark didn't just threw that whole little ESPN bag he had away. He
fumbled that.
That's
he fumbled that bag bad.
But that
drug test gonna come back.
I was about to say, for real, they
that pissed.
For real, they do need to drug test that nigga to real shit and see what was in his system. And they had him acting.
He was running around in an alley or something. He was in an alley, I think.
Hey, bro.
He was in a.
This is a nigga that
run around an alley.
This is a nigga that ran
in an alley, boy. What's wrong with you?
Like, bro, and this is a nigga that ran into his lineman's ass and fumbled the ball in the NFL.
Right.
And now you Tommy Tough Knuckles beating up old men, getting stabbed in the streets of Indianapolis. Nigga,
like, what
get
you
well
got
soon.
Going on? You Mark Sanchez.
Nigga, you Mark Sanchez, not Mark Henry. Fuck wrong with you? Lock in, my boy. You tripping out.
With his ass either.
He don't got no reason to be. He don't got no reason. First off, he don't got no reason to not be moving without no security. if you really gonna move around the street
Mark
like
Sanchez
that.
is not that level.
He not that level, but
Mark
like,
don't need
bro, if you
security.
like, this is,
He
but
don't need
like,
security.
nigga, to the point where you gotta put hands on a nigga, bro. You need security at that point.
But I think, like I said, bro, he was on that. I think bro was on that.
He was on that
cane or
shit.
something. He probably was just wandering around,
Out
like
the body. Yeah,
bro was. Yeah, he was.
You for sure right. You for sure right.
He was trying to see what the Indiana streets was really talking about. He was outside, like.
You for sure right. Said this Indianimals out here.
Yeah, he was outside for real. I don't think this was no. Cause like I said, Mark Sanchez. Like if I see Mark Sanchez, I'm not finna go. Like I probably wouldn't even.
I'm not asking
pull up
Mark
for the
Sanchez
flick
for
or the
pick,
autograph. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Respectfully, like did a decent job in the league, but
fuck respect. You
I
know,
don't
fuck
think
respect.
he's one of the.
Disrespectfully, what the fuck am I asking for Mark Sanchez picture for? Nigga, I'd be better off taking a picture with my little cousin.
Man, I'm not trying to get a signed Mark Sanchez jersey, man. I probably flick up on them or something, man.
No, don't want it. And I grew up a Jets fan when he was the quarterback of the team, and I still don't want it.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess the streets are saying that he ain't check in with Club 520.
No, I'm crying, fool.
That's why they say that.
The niggas in NBA and sent the hit.
That's why they say that shit happened to him. He ain't check in with him.
Bro, I love the internet,
bro, I seen that on Twitter. I was dead, bro.
I love the internet, dog.
That nigga ain't check in with 520 in. That's who you gotta check in with in that. You might get stabbed up by a 27 or a 40, not a 27, a 70-year-old.
Man, they gonna send some shit at you that you wasn't even expecting.
I ain't gonna disrespect that man.
Send some shit at you that you wasn't even expecting. That you completely
get well
guard.
soon. To all parties involved, hope everybody gets the help they need. And
no cap though, for real.
And they come to a conclusion there.
On a serious note.
One more thing too. I know we crunched for time. It's almost time for us to get up out of here.
Yeah.
One more thing I did want to talk about real fast is this Kyren Lacy situation, man. I did want to highlight this because I think we gave our condolences to him when he passed away.
Absolutely.
On the show.
RP again to a young king, man.
Yeah, speak on how he was unjustly accused of something that he did not do. That man took his life because of that, because of the years that obviously Louisiana has a real harsh prison system. And they were going to really throw some insane number of years at my man. He obviously just ultimately decided to end his life over that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was wrongly accused of that. He was nowhere near the accident at the time it took place or anything of that nature. And like I said, was painted a wrong picture on the internet. If his family, friends, and loved ones had to see a lot of the bashing that a ton of people in real high spaces were doing to him. And even though we not just the biggest platform in the world, we want to give our condolences and let the world know that we stand with him, and we're glad that the justice was served
for sure,
and that he was proven innocent in that situation. Still sucks that he's not here, obviously.
Absolutely.
But I know his family can get a little bit of closure, and the fact that that was exposed and that he, the world knows he didn't have anything to do with that situation. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, shoot, I don't want to get too deep into it, but like I joke around a lot on here, but like this is something that really like on some real shit. This shit bothered me, bro, because this case is a representation of what's wrong with America's justice system. We say it's innocent we say that it's innocent until proven guilty, but in all reality, it's the other way around, bro. It's guilty until you proven innocent. And we lost a young king.
Young black man,
somebody who who had the opportunity to be a pillar in their community, somebody who had the opportunity to inspire the youth for Lord knows how many years to come, like somebody who had a opportunity to inspire his peers, not even just the youth, his peers, people older, people. Like, man, Kyren Lacy was a ball of energy, and I'm not just sitting here talking like I know him, but that's the type of guy he was. You could sit down and watch an interview, and he just had that type of personality that you felt like you know him. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I hate seeing that. I hate this whole situation for them to come out and say that, he had no involvement. Obviously, it's great to clear his name, but it really just pisses me off because where was this news months ago before this young man took his life, bro? Like,
yeah, bro.
This
Real
video
unfortunate,
footage,
man.
this video footage ain't never changed. Y'all just held it, bro.
Yep.
Until it was convenient for y'all to let it out. And shit, I done heard so many stories about Louisiana being corrupt, but open y'all eyes, bro.
They still got slavery type prisons down there,
know
man.
what I'm
That's
saying?
a whole different story.
Open y'all eyes, bro. That's all I can say. Just do your research. Y'all be careful, man. Y'all be safe out there, especially when y'all driving these fast cars, bro. Please, y'all just be smart, bro. Be careful. It don't matter if you did nothing, even if you didn't do nothing. If you look like us, you already did something, bro. So just keep that in mind. Y'all be safe. Be smooth out here. R.I.P. Kyren Lacy, man. R.I.P. K2. Damn, bro. Sad story for sure. Sad story. Sad story. I hate that shit.
But hate to end the podcast on a somewhat dark note, but that's all I got for today, Zay.
For sure. Well, shit, without any further ado, y'all, it's been a super great episode, man. Big shouts out to one more time to my big sister Asha coming through and popping out on the pod for us. And for everybody who tapped in. Everybody who tapped in and watched all the way through, we appreciate y'all. We fuck with y'all overly. We got some more guests coming soon. We apologize for the missed episode last weekend. We was trying to get some shit coordinated behind the scenes. We was trying to get this guest coordinated behind the scenes is really what it was. But yeah, man, shoot, we back on our grind. We back on point. We back every Thursday with a new episode. So Thursdays, y'all keep an eye out. We posting on YouTube. Every day you can catch us on a different social media platform. No, we on Instagram, we on TikTok, we on X, we on Facebook, we on Spotify. Anything that you can get media from, we're pretty much on there. We got Twitch coming soon, possibly maybe got a Patreon soon. We got to see how that's going to work. But we'll keep y'all updated. Yeah, man. Y'all just keep remembering to show love. Thanks again, y'all, for 50 subscribers on YouTube. That's a major. It might not seem like a whole lot, but that's just major to us. So we appreciate everybody who done subscribed and show some love.
Real deal.
Yeah, see? I mean, shit, you got anything else you wanted to add on, bro?
That's your boy, Khan.
Shit, y'all. It's your boy, Z. We'll catch y'all in the next one.
Yes, sir.